Hey, Jimmy Cuffin stuff. Man, we got another good one for you. It is our annual spring low country boil time. Hey, we're gonna do a Charleston, South Carolina style low country boil. It was a request to do again. Hey, I don't mind it. I love a low country boil. So stick with us. We're gonna show you how to make it. So hang tight. All right, let's get our veggies ready. All right, I'm gonna cut the top, the root end off this garlic. Next, we're gonna do our onion. We're just gonna cut both ends off and quarter it. I've got some lemons. All I'm gonna do is cut them in half. And that's pretty much it. That's the prep work. Let's go to the protein. Okay. We're just gonna cut through our sausage here and cut it into coins, basically. You see, we've stacked them, so they cut pretty easy. This is 4 pounds. Now, I've got twice that, but we had something come up and part of our crew, the big eating ones, aren't going to be able to make it, so we've cut it down a little bit. So there we go. That's our sausage. So we've got our lemons, our onions, our garlic, and our sausage cut down. That's pretty much our prep work. Okay, we got it fired off. Let's bring it to a boil. You can see I've got the water rolling. Didn't take long. This big burner had it set up for the big pot, but I backed off to the smaller one. This is a 60-quart pot. All right, I'm gonna dump my seasoning in it. I'm not gonna tell you what's in it, but I will tell you that there are a couple of manufacturers that I like. One is Zatarain's shrimp and crawfish boil, and also Louisiana. Both of those are good. If you don't want to take the trouble to mix up your own, try those. Also, and this is Zatarain's here. This is the smaller bottle. This is a 4-ounce bottle. in this smaller pot. I'm gonna dump the whole thing in here. And also, I'm gonna dump my onions and my garlic. And my lemons in at the same time. Now I know, I see a lot of folks squeezing those lemons and putting them in there, but let me tell you, you put it in that rolling boil, it doesn't matter, it's coming out of that lemon. Get the rest of that. I dropped a couple of pieces of garlic. And I'm also, this is a bag of crab oil that I'm gonna put in there with it. I'm gonna let this go about, I don't know, about 10 minutes. Let it roll, let all those flavors mix together. I'll bring you right back. Well, we've let that roll for a few minutes. Got it mixed up good. You can see we still got a good rolling boil. Let's put our little red potatoes in. Now, these are gonna need to cook. I'm gonna give them about a 10-minute head start. All right. Let me give those potatoes a head start. I'll bring you back. All right, that's been about 10 minutes. Let's dump in our sausage. And let's add our corn. Now, these little ears of corn aren't frozen, but they've been in the refrigerator, so I'm sure it's gonna take it down a little bit. But if you see, it just barely stalled that boil. Let's put the top back on. And we'll continue. Okay, next, we're gonna put a stick of butter. Why do I put a stick of butter? You'll see when it's time to peel the shrimp. Oh my goodness, that makes the shrimp just, the shell comes right off. I'm gonna put a little more salt. And then I'm gonna put the shrimp in. These things are huge. They came right off the boat. They haven't been frozen. All right, you can see that barely even stalled that boil. I'm gonna make sure they're down in the water good, and I'm gonna turn the fire off right here. That's hot enough. I want to get all that down in there. So what's next? I have 6 pounds of snow crab. If I can get it open. There we go. Let's just dump this whole bag right in there. Now those are just about frozen. So we're gonna take And we're gonna let that whole thing just sit in there. I'm gonna make sure that that gets down in there good. And look at that. All right, let's put this down in here. Now, what I want to do, I want to get this down to about 160 degrees, okay? That's going to stall that cook, and then I'm going to leave it for about 30 minutes or so and let this absorb all of that flavor that's down in there. And you see we got this down in there pretty good. All right, now the one thing I got, excuse me stepping in front of you, I've got a piece of a bag of ice. And I'm gonna lay it right in here on top and put the top on it. And that's gonna cool it off. Now, a couple of minutes, I'm gonna check it just to make sure I've stalled the cook. And then after we let it soak, I'll bring it back. Okay, well, we've let this soak about half an hour. Let's take what was this partial bag of ice out. Stir him up a little bit and see what we got here. We almost came up out of the basket here. Not quite though. All right, let's pick him up. Oh my goodness, look at all of that. Whew. All right. Let's check this out. Look at that. That just came right off. Right off. I told you that butter just does the trick. Just as tender. All right, we're gonna take it inside, pour it on the table. We're gonna let these hounds go at it. Bring it right back. Okay, well, that's Jekyll Island shrimp. It's Charleston style low country boil. Oh, it's so hard to beat. That is such good stuff. Hey, listen, thanks for sticking around. I appreciate it. If you haven't already, how about hit the circle on this side? I'll have another video just for you, nobody else, right over here. How about hit that like, share it. Won't cost you a dime, any of that. Hey, until next time, hang tight and be good to one another. Hang tight.